Yo, 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 it's your boy Casual Real with the Silent A podcast. And man, we're back with another one. And a quick one at that. Yo, hit that like button, comment below. And as always, continue to subscribe, man. We really appreciate that love. It's helping to grow quick and fast. And for this, let's get straight into it. Devin, the Dream Haney got the call out of a real one. And what I mean by that is no mixing the words. No holding back, no beating around the bush. He got a real call out from the likes of Richardson Hitchins, June 14, 2025, after he knocked out the likes of George Kambosos Jr., vicious body shot, followed up with overhand right, got his man up out of there in fashion, outboxed him clearly throughout that fight, looked into the camera and said, let's bring it on. Let's get this thing going. He doesn't care for much for Haney. F him. Everything he could say about him. Bring this fight on, bring this to the streets. Let's get this thing going. Sign, seal, deliver for the fans. That's the next fight that he really wants. Even with Teofimo Lopez jumping into the ring, taking pictures with him. There's obviously options for Mr. Hitchins, but let's not get this confused. The man that he disrespected, and his father at that, Mr. Bill Haney, he wants that smoke. The real question here is, do we want to see that smoke as the fight fans between Devin Dream Haney and Teofimo Lopez for the likes of Hitchins? Now, rumor has it Keyshawn Davis, obviously moving up to the 140-pound division, is probably going to get a crack at Teofimo Lopez first. That's the rumors on the street. We'll see if that gets signed, sealed, and delivered. But Hitchins, nice showing. Already a champion at 140. Really can get whoever he wants. But let's talk about Devin the Dream Haney and Hitchins first. I think that'll be a good, decent scrap between two pure boxers. It will go all 12 for sure. Neither one of them have the power to knock each other out, I don't believe. And if somebody did get knocked out, I believe it'll probably be Hitchins knocking out the likes of Devin the Dream Haney, just due to the fact that we've seen him wobbled a few times throughout his career. Not that I haven't seen Hitchins hurt either, but I've obviously seen Haney hurt worse, obviously with the Garcia fight, and he gets chipped here and there, but that's no disrespect to him. It is what it is. He might be a little bit chinny, but it would give a good fight, good tactical war. I think it'd be a good buildup. Obviously, both men will talk their shit back and forth, and then you'll see them two hop in the ring, and what we'll see is a great display of boxing, a boxing chess match, if you say that. And for some people, for the casuals, I believe it'll be a possibly boring-ish fight. Really depends on how Devin the Dream Haney comes in the fight and approaches that fight. If it's too much movement, too much leg work, yes, it'll be a very boring fight. If he goes in there and fights like he used to fight 135 when he first moved up also to 140, then we'll see a nice scrap, a decent war. Again, some people will think it's boring because it'll be a pure boxing match, a pure boxing chess match at that, and with limited power. There will be no threat of a knockdown or knockout in this case. And if it does happen, I'll be surprised. But it'll be something beautiful to watch for pure boxing fans, something to see there, as these two men will try to out-jab each other. They'll definitely try to establish some body work. I believe they'll both dig in and try to go down low. I think Devin will win in that category. And then I think the straight right, the overhand right will be definitely the placement of Hitchins. I think he'll rock that all night and get up in there. But like I said, both will try to leave no stone unturned. Limited options, limited punches be available to them. You just see them go back and forth. Hands will be thrown. I think there'll be a decent enough volume. Again, it just won't be no threat. Won't be no cuts, nothing like that. Not like we saw on June 14th with Kambosos and Hitchins, but that's because Kambosos is a real warrior, real fighter. He jumped in there, but as much as a fighter he is, he has limited skill set. So that was a lot for Hitchins to pick apart in there and really get his shots off. He's not a known power puncher either. And that really showed how Kambosos was really open a lot of times there, but that's because he took the risk. Now, if one of these fighters, meaning Devin Dream Haney and Hitchins, get in there and take the risk amongst each other, got it, good. That might turn into something a lot different than what I'm saying now. But either way, the call out is real. And I love call outs like that. Call that man out. Don't mix no words. Don't hold nothing back. All this playing around and beating around the bush and subliminals. Yeah, that's cool every once in a while. But let's grow the sport. Call out the man you want. Call out the man you want to see so we can get this thing going, or at least so we can know who is ducking who out here. Um, Teofimo Lopez obviously hopped in the ring. Him and Hitchins got, some history, both brothers from New York. That would be a good fight as well, but another tactical back and forth fight. I see it very similar to the likes of Devin Haney and Hitchins. Just a pure chess match. I believe I'd rather see the Lopez fight with Keyshawn Davis first. In fact, let's push for this as fight fans. I'd rather see Keyshawn Davis and Teofimo Lopez, Devin the Dream Haney versus Hitchins, same card, same night. That will be a fun card and a fun build-up. Keyshawn and Teofimo will be a pretty good fight if Keyshawn shows up professional and in weight this time and show up to the fight. But them men will actually probably let hands get thrown. They've got a lot of bad blood built up between each other. So that'd be a good scrap. It could probably be the main event just because of the names of both men and the history they have. But respectfully to the champ, you'll probably put Hitchins and Devin Dream Haney as the main event, and then Teofimo versus the likes of Keyshawn Davis. That's a good card. Turkey, if you listen, and build that now. That the timing is now. Everybody's available. Everybody's officially available. Line them up, get them in there, and let's settle this once and for all, man. Can you imagine the build-up? Imagine the press. Imagine the shit talking that would go back and forth just to get to the fight. There might be fights before the fight. And then you get in there and you'll have a good scrap, definitely between Keyshawn and Teofimo with the bad blood that they have. It'll be a chess match as well, but that one will probably be a little bit more violent. Somebody could get knocked out in that one. And then you have the Hitchins and Devin Dream Haney, pure boxing display there between those two. Again, wouldn't see a knockout, but I think it'd be good for the eyes of boxing to see that kind of technique displayed in the ring, especially at either 140 pounds or what I believe would happen for them two would probably be a catch weight. And if not at 147, now that Boots is finally out of the 147 pound division announced by Eddie Hearn earlier this week and moved up to 154 pounds. Anyways, that's our thought on this, man. We appreciate the sport of boxing and what happened on June 14, 2025, man. It was a good night of fights, good night of boxing. And shout out to Hitchins for getting that stoppage over Cambosos. But let's move on now to Devin the Dream Haney. Hitchins, get that signed. Teofimo Lopez, Keyshawn Davis. Let's get that signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's have it all on the same night. And let's continue to push the sport of boxing. That's our thoughts here. That's our take, man. It's your boy, Cash Bro with Sunday Podcast. As always, hit that like button, comment below. And if you got some time, man, really appreciate that love. Continue to subscribe. It's your boy, Cash Bro. Hit that like button, comment below, and subscribe, man. Until the next time. Peace.